Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me, as always, is Superpatriot.
What's going on, everybody?
Episode 101. We are officially a
That's right.
class.
We're starting over from scratch.
Yes.
We're starting over from scratch, and in doing so, we're also doing we're not doing the DCUO anymore.
Wait, are we gonna do Final Fantasy finally?
No, we're not doing Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
We're doing Maple Story.
Even better. Yes, dreams come true. But god awful no. So it's good to see you, man, or at least hear you.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken all week. I just realized this. Did we talk yesterday? I felt that we talked yesterday because I think I asked you a question.
Well, I mean, we've talked off and on, like a little bit here, a little bit there, at least, like indirectly, to each other. But I mean, we haven't like exclusively, sat down and said, "Hey, what's going on with you? How's your day?"
Yeah, I get enough of those questions from other people. I don't need that from anyone else.
Yeah.
That's just not gonna cut it for me. So, I guess we can call. I want to call this. Say we're gonna have a short show because we won't have much to talk about, but we fill it in with so much awesomeness that it turns into this normal program. So I want to say that we're gonna have kind of a short show because, for the love of God, it has been super quiet this week. It has just been hush hush.
Well, it kind of been quiet. It's kind of been quiet this week. I mean,
I've been on the forums all day, and I haven't seen anything that popped my eye until today because people have a tendency to not get terminology right. But then that's really it. I mean, the game has been nothing's been going on. I soloed some of the Brainiac duos last night.
Really?
Yeah, I because I was bored, and so I soloed it. Soloed two of them out of three. I soloed 2 out of 3 because I was going to do the third one, but I was getting sleepy. But yeah, Rage Tank. I'm not OP, but at the same time, I was definitely overgeared. I mean, I wasn't wiping the floor, but I mean, I fought tooth and nail.
I was soloing them in tier 4 gear. When I was fire.
Just let me have my victory.
I think I soloed the last 10 of them. To be honest, the last 10 I needed for the feet.
Yeah, I'm only missing 3 to get the feet for 25. So I've been working. I also
25.
Shut up. A work in progress. I have completed. I am now officially at 100 skill points. I'm in the triple digits. Digits. You know what that means, right?
What is this, everybody? I may have missed some of this in the chat or on FNL, but what is everybody talking about with monthly boxes and reward boxes and stuff?
They want the reward boxes, like, when you complete one of the instances, you'll get a lock box or that reward box, like in the alerts and all that stuff. Ooh, I actually did not change the title. They want that for a couple of the other instances that don't have it. I think it's actually like the monthly reward box for like Dawn and Vengeance. Those raids. Yeah. I never changed the title.
Wait, those have monthly rewards.
God, I don't know. Yeah, reward box in the Vengeance, Dawn, raid to obtain the codex pieces. That's what they want. The codex pieces to be in the reward box.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice. I like the idea. I like it. I can go with that.
I like that idea too, because I only need the freaking head codex, and then I'm done running those 2 raids on my main.
There you go.
For forever.
Forever. You hear
forever.
All right.
I mean, seriously, I don't need to run those things. I don't even need to do monthly runs in those anymore. It's that unnecessary for me to run them anymore. Now, I mean, like when I still had to complete a lot of the feats that were in there, absolutely, I was going in there and doing them. Like that clown feat in Dawn for 169 clowns.
Yes. Yeah.
That I was up until a couple months ago, I mean, I was still in tier 5. I was in tier 5 gear, and I was still running those ops.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I still needed stuff out of them, which I think is fantastic. I mean, you still got people needing to queue up for that tier 4 stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to nudge that in Meps' ear a little bit. We'll have to see how that's done. We will definitely post it onto the forums, of course. Make sure you give details about that, saying that you actually want like the codexes in these reward boxes, so everyone understands what you're asking for. Post onto the forums, and we'll definitely shove that a little bit towards Mep's way and see. We probably won't get an answer back, but I mean we can at least tell them like, hey, there's this forum post. Here you go. Shove this in like the guys' ears, in their faces if you have to. But I mean that's a nice.
Do you miss the grindy feats like that?
With the Dawn, with the Hand of Fate raid, or Hand of Fate DLC,
with the clowns, with the clowns.
Do
you miss the grindy feats like that?
Well, you posted into the forums that we cannot discuss, but I meant to say in there that I do agree with you.
I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about you miss the grindy feats.
No. I'm just saying, like in that example, I meant to say that. I am actually looking back at my information. I'm looking back at my feats to find what I need to fix, what I need to complete, and I'm spending my time playing the game completing those feats. And those feats include the Battle for Earth. I'm sorry, the Hand of Fate. And I'm looking at doing Black Dawn and Without Vengeance again, because those were very fun raids for me. Very fun operations, and I want to get back into it. What I dread doing is going back into Central City and doing those Paradox Reapers. Yeah.
The Reapers? Yeah. You know what? You can get those done really quick with a raid group.
Oh, I plan on it. I plan on just grabbing a raid for the weekend and just going.
If somebody in your group kills one, you get credit for it.
Yep. I'm just going to grab a raid and we're just going to destroy Central City. Just do quests, do the raids, do the bounty. I got to do the bounties too. So I have a whole list of feats I gotta complete, and I think just grabbing some fans on a raid, on a stream, and just going to town. I think that's gonna be it. But yeah, the Hand of Fate feats is practically some of the feats that I absolutely love, and along with Sons of Trigon, with having to do like the 333 plants, get hit by those plants, those kinds of feats give me a reason to go back into those places to keep on doing them.
Yeah. I know the as much as I detest that primordial demon feat.
Yes.
I mean, it's given me a reason to go in there and at least run the envy mission every day. In hopes that I get that mission, and in hopes that one of those demons spawns. I honestly feel that one of those demons should spawn every time. At least one of them should spawn every time you get that mission. But oh my god, I'm still sitting at 9 of 19. That's the only feat I don't have done for Trigon.
Oh, that's a shame. So before we go into all that good stuff, that because all that feat stuff leads into other stuff that I want to talk about. Let's first go into some Friday Night Legends. Oh yeah, brother. Friday Night Legends.
Major upset.
Right?
Major upset.
500 station cash extra to the people who defeated my boys Clutch and Evil Slob.
Yeah, and coming out of nowhere, first time competing in FNL on the PC there with Fammy. Just coming in, first time competing, going up against the reigning champions. 3-time champions.
Yep.
If I'm correct.
That is correct. Jason Todd from Fammy and Pyro from QQ have defeated in the, what was it, the quarterfinals? Or was it semi?
It would have been the semifinals.
Semifinals. In the semifinals, defeated Clutch and Evil Slob, which Clutch and Slob, you know I have great love for you, but
you guys are slipping. That's what he's saying.
No. I was actually saying I was rooting for Spider Soul and Super Toad during the quarterfinals.
Everybody roots for the underdog, man.
I was rooting for my Revengeancers. Shout out
Everybody roots for the underdog.
Shout out to you boys.
Why do you think I've been a Browns fan all my life?
Oh my God, you poor thing. It's gonna be okay. I mean, I've liked the Browns too because of Drew Carey, but you know, I can only like a losing team for so much. but congratulations. I mean, honestly, the whole tournament could have just been upsided. Everyone's paying attention to this fight of Clutch and Slob and Jason Todd and Pyro. That was an amazing fight, amazing match from both people, and it oh God, it was like on the edge of your seat stuff. And of course, as soon as JT and Pyro won, Yins and Meps were just yelling on the headphones, and everybody in chat's oh God, it's so loud! Oh, my ears, they bleed!
Well, it was an exciting moment. I was sitting here. I was on the game, and I was like, oh. It was a good match.
It's like heel. Oh my God, he lost. Oh God, it was great. It was a wonderful match, and Clutch and them were able to collect the bronze third round, which is still not bad. At least, I mean, they are still, at least in the end, they were still there. It's not like they just went off into they weren't even. It's like they didn't even place. So, I feel Clutch and Slob represented the USA with the Olympics in hockey. They were there. They tried their best, but they just couldn't beat Canada either time.
Man. I've got some Canadian members of my league that have been rubbing it in.
You can't rub it in. It's freaking hockey. They invented the sport.
I don't know. That's what I told him. I was like, every win Canada has been getting, every gold medal Canada's been getting in the Olympics is tainted because they make the snow. They make the ice. So
it's true. It's very true. And the only disappointment that I have is I saw it earlier this morning, and there's a meme, and I'm sure everybody has seen it. It's the USA versus Canada hockey in the background. On the front of it, it's Justin Bieber, and underneath it says winner.
Loser gets Bieber.
Yeah, loser gets Bieber. And our network, RPM, tweeted that picture, and tweeted who won, that Canada won, and my response to that, and they favored it. My response to that was, damn it, USA, you have one job. It's deportation still on the table. I think deportation is still on the table. I think it is. I need to talk to my congressman. We need to get this going. But
Raiders fans, Raiders fans are diehard fans.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They are diehard fans. They have moved 3 times on y'all, and y'all still love them.
But also a nice little shout out to the Olympics. Hope everybody's having fun in Sochi with the beautiful weather that they're having in a wintry country. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going over there. God, it's so bad. But FNL, going back to FNL, they did a new hashtag at the highlight of the show, the Share DCUO, where they showed nice little pictures of everyone doing cool stuff. Right? I mean, that was cool. Like, I think my favorite one was the first picture with in Gotham Wastelands, all the bestiomorphs just chilling around them, and I was like, it's pretty cool. I like that. But I don't remember if they did an Ask DCUO or not. Do you remember?
I don't think they did. We can check. I bet you know what? I bet there were people tweeting that anyways tonight.
Well, I mean, the last tweet was 2 hours ago. It was 2 hours ago. So, What we're going to do is we'll keep the Friday Night Legends map on, and we'll do a little Ask DCUO. Because, honestly, this is why MEPS is the community manager, because I wouldn't have ever even thought of this, and that probably hurts any chance I have at a job as a CM. I shouldn't have said that. Please hire me if you have an opening. So I'll let you have the first crack at an Ask DCUO.
Okay, well, here's a perfect question. It's kind of segue into something that, I want to address to everybody out there. And I think Trex might even be on my side with this, all right? King Jesus asked, when will the next DLC come out? Okay, I'm just going to... First off, Jesus, the devs will never answer that question until the day prior. All right.
True. It's like DLC. You want this?
Second of all, all right. If anybody, asks us, me, they ask Trex. I'm sure Trex, you get this a lot too. In game, when's the next update? When's speed unlocks? Constantly getting these questions. I get them every day in the game. My standard answer from now on is day after tomorrow.
Which was a good movie.
No, that's my answer. That's when it's coming. When's update 34? Day after tomorrow. I've been saying that for a week now. The thing is, we don't know. All right, we know when you guys know. So
yes.
Yeah, and the devs rarely, if ever, announce when a date will be until about 2 or 3 days prior, at most. So
we'll know when it hits on test server first.
So next DLC is coming out day after tomorrow. King uses.
They'll love you. Got one here from Psycho Sid, and he asked, "I have the pre-order Batman and was wondering when I get a PS4, will he carry over with no problems?" See, that's a question I feel like I'm really happy we can ask, because it's not like a developer question like that was. This is something that we can actually freely say. And the answer is yes, it will. When you, as a PlayStation 3 player, any information you have on your DCO account is going to be carried over to your PlayStation 4. Okay? So it's literally all you're doing is just changing the system. The hard drive stays the same. Is mindset you could have with it. But yeah, anything you have on your PlayStation 3 account will be transferred over to PlayStation 4 when you install the game, load everything up, and you log in, boom. Pre-order Batman is going to be right there. That's what I'm talking about. You got another one?
There you go. Let's see here. This is a good one here. This is more of a speculation one now. So I know you don't like this, so I won't ask it.
La 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 la.
Well, it's about Blue Lanterns.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. This guy, let's see, Zach X Kitty asked, there is tons of hints about Blue Lantern powers, the weapons, and Saint as legends. Will it happen? If so, take his money.
Not really a hint, really. I mean...
No, I mean, it's more of a speculation, you know
yeah. As I have always been told, never say never.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. I mean, there's also the blue suit, but
Yep.
Let's see. I'll scroll down a little bit. Oh my God, it's actually from last week. Nope.
This is a good one right here. Here's a good one right here.
What'd you
get? Better Cali Raphael asked, any hope to see Captain Atom in the near future? Why is he not in game? And he is probably one of his favorite characters. That's a really good question, because aren't the quantum powers supposed to be? I mean, I know when you go to create a new character, there's an inspired by with Captain Atom for the quantum powers.
That is correct.
And I mean, we have Major Force in the game, which is in the he's in the Bloodhaven alert. But we have yet to see Captain Atom in the game at all.
Well, as they said to us in at SOE Live, which by the way you should all go this year, when they introduce a new character, it needs to have relevance. Now, true, bringing Captain Atom into that was Origin Crisis, wasn't it? for quantum powers. Yeah, bringing Captain Atom in there because that's technically you could think of it as maybe his power because he has a character default template by him. It would probably been not smart to bring him in there, but for story relevance, there was no point to bring Captain Atom in there. When you see a DLC maybe surrounding more around his character or something evolving around his background, we may see him in there, but I wouldn't. Future content. Never say never with these characters. They have a whole slew of a roster to go through, so in my eyes, I would like to see Captain Atom as well. Just never say never. I mean, the same way with War of the Light. This part 1, when they said it, when they announced it, I flipped out because it brought in Red Lanterns, and we all know we want to see Red Lanterns. Yin's also hinted at we're through the War of the Light, through all 3 parts, we may see every single Lantern emotional spectrum core in the game. He hinted at that, so never say never with these guys. But will we see a power of any Lanterns? That's to say. But with these characters, never say never. They have a whole slew of a roster. They just have, in order to bring a DC character into the game, it needs to have a story relevance on why they're bringing Captain Atom in, what's going on in his world. There was a great panel that caused us to have a horrible attendance for our SourceCast last year. I'm not bitter. Not bitter. It was still a fun panel. The panel was designed with the devs, and we posted this all on the forums when we got our information, when Locke gave the information out, and one of them was, it wasn't Captain Atom, it was Ray Palmer, wasn't it? Ray Palmer it was one of those?
Yes, that was in the
size doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yeah. So they gave us a look at how they design these DLCs, what goes into them, what story goes behind it. It was a great look into how they go through the process of creating a DLC, what should go into it, great discussions back and forth. And I really hope they do it again this year at SOE Live, because it was just really fun on how many people were coming up with some really creative stuff. But to introduce a character, it needs to have, thank you, Michael Grid, Adam, yeah. It needs to have a story relevance to that DLC to bring this character in. That was long-winded, I know. It's what I do.
I think we get time for one more.
We got time for one more.
Time for one more.
Well, I got one. I got one right here. Let's see. Yeah. This is coming from Adam P. Adam Laparca, which, if that's your last name, cool. If not, Laparca was a great luchador wrestler. He was great, amazing. So he asked, "Do you have any plans to continue or conclude the Gotham Gang War story arc?" Never say never.
What was? I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any plans to continue or conclude the Gotham Gang War story arc?
I think it was kind of concluded, wasn't it?
I don't remember. But we had the same question when we were doing the before Sons of Trigon with the Raven arc, with the Brother Blood arc. Like, will these be concluded? And we did see it kind of conclude. We saw it conclude a little bit in Origin, in Sons of Trigon. So,
right. Which, honestly, I paid attention to the end cutscene of the Trigon alert, and I think that leads into DLC 10.
You think it leads into Amazon Fury?
I think so, yes. Because when Cersei stands there, I've already charged, I forget what exactly is she said, I've already charged something with enough energy to start a war, have fun with Trigon, and she leaves.
Ooh.
I think she's on her way to Themyscira.
That would be something new. Something cool.
Plus, she said start a war. She said start a war. War and Aries.
Yes, we got this. Okay, yes, you're the killer of subtle hints. You're just gonna bash it into our faces until we get it right. It's like war. Come on, Aries, nudge, nudge. You're nudging my eye out. Stop it. But with the Gotham Game War, would I like to see a DLC that will kind of wrap up the Gotham Game War story arc? That would be kind of cool, I guess. It would give Batman some relevance, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any Batman centered content since the launch content since Subconstruct, and of course, back then everybody was like, "Oh my god, enough Batman."
Oh yeah. First it was, oh god, what is this Batman CUO? UO? Like now it's Lantern UO. It's like, can we not win? I mean, what do you want? Do you want Krypton UO? Huh? You want that? But would Ares show up in DLC 10? That would be kind of bitching. I would enjoy it. That would
be really bitching.
I could go for some of that. Yes, I just want Black Adam. Thank you, Darkseid. I just want Black Adam. Just give me Black Adam. That's all I want. He's my guy. All right. So that was it for Ask DCUO. Remember, you can shoot any questions that you have. Questions, not suggestions or requests. It's questions. Go over to hashtag AskDCUO on Twitter or Facebook, and the devs and Meps and Yins will try to answer them on FNL, and what they don't answer, we'll scour through this list and answer ourselves to the best way we can, because we really like it.
Yep.
So, that's it for FNL stuff. Let us talk about, now, Captain Archer, I didn't forget you. You asked, what was the big announcement? The big announcement was on the forums. And the big announcement was that on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, they're going to have a live stream. What this live stream is going to have is, well, one, it's going to be hosted by Meps, Yins, and our good buddy Tunzo. Wait, is he our good buddy?
That's jury's still out on that.
Okay. We still like him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
even though I did just post put a post up on the CC forums.
I know.
Gets his attention.
I know, and that was a great post, by the way. That was a great post. So, thank you, Decon. I'm really happy you didn't have class today. Yes, this is going to be a work-in-progress live stream. What these three guys are going to do on the live stream on Monday is they're going to show us a little bit on DLC 10, an in-house build. This isn't something that's final. It's still being tuned and all that stuff. So this is an in-house build. They're wanting to show us, possibly, my understanding, the new mechanic coming in with DLC 10. I believe that's what they're showing. All I know is that they're showing some stuff off from DLC 10, but I'm really hoping it's that new mechanic. Do you think it's a new mechanic?
I'm thinking it's something.
Exactly. We don't know. You're going to have to find out.
What.
You're going to have to go find out, kids.
It's something to do with skill points, and from my understanding, from what we've been told, it's supposed to get people to want to go after those feats. People, slacking on their feats. All right, you guys.
I'm working as fast as possible.
You guys have been skipping content. Y'all been not going back into the older content, getting the feats and all that. So now I think you guys are going to have a reason to go and get your outer Batcave exploration feat done.
That's right. Yeah, this the stream is going to show the new look of a new mechanic into the game, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to be. I'm really happy it's at 7. I'm really happy for at least me it's at 7 Eastern instead of like that whole 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon their time, which for me it would be like, crap, I'm still at work. I'm still at work for another hour because I can't watch it. But yes, DLC 10, Amazon Fury. It seems it's going to actually be, that's the official title now. It seems to be, so I'm really happy I didn't have to change anything. Zikarak, if it is the Unicorn Trinket, I would be okay with this. I am all for the Unicorn Trinket.
I would not be.
You're just a hater.
No, if they were the Apocalypse ponies, I would be thrilled.
Yes, the Trex ponies. Yes.
No, the Apocalypse ponies.
We're calling them Trex ponies because that's what they are.
You haven't seen that bit from Robot Chicken, have you?
Oh, God, I do remember that. Oh, that was so nasty. Oh, God. That was a great episode. Oh, that was a great skit. Decon here in chat. Trex Cherub with Star Sapphires next year. Yeah, I'm down for that. I can. That I give that the Trex stamp of awesome. I'm gonna make that stamp. It's gonna be good. So that was the big announcement. The work in progress live stream. It's gonna show off some of the new mechanic for DLC 10, Amazon Fury. So stay tuned on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Head over to twitch.tv/DC Online. And be sure to follow their channel to make sure you know when they go live. So it's all sorts of fun. I think it says it's going to have Yins, Tunzo, and Meps on there, but I feel like it's going to only be really Yins and Tunzo being on the show and Meps being in the Meps cave.
Meps either being in the Meps cave or they're in the corner being ridiculed for not getting movie references.
Wow. Wowzers.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm kidding, Meps.
You say that now. So with that, now we're into the forums. Do you have any forum posts you want to talk about?
Oh, just the one that you showed me.
Man, I tell you what.
I had to stop reading that.
It was only 3 pages. 2.5, really.
Dude, I can only handle so much stupid in my life right now. I'm sorry.
And okay, so I found
the thing is I don't even really want to talk about it on here because then
right?
It's something we've it's another dead horse. It's a dead horse topic.
All right, this is why I'll do that. I got this. I got this handled. So
PvP mechanics are combat mechanics, folks. They're supposed to be in the game. Learn to live with them.
Exactly.
And thread.
So as I tweeted earlier today, and it was a strong tweet. If you go into the DCO forums, you go on there and you start a thread, and you call the combat / counter mechanics. You can either call that combat mechanics or counter mechanics. They're the same thing. Those 2 words recognized. If you call those mechanics PvP mechanics, your thread has lost all credibility, and it's just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a 4-paragraph post about something, but once you put the words PvP mechanic, your post is dead to me. It's dead. It holds no relevance. Because you can't get your information right. Gah! With that said, that thread didn't have any idea where it was going with, and I lost all interest with it. You read it. I don't know where I was going. I thought we were talking about one thing, we were talking about another thing, and I got confused. I just had to move on.
I think the guy started off as a the whole not working as intended thing. They call it like the universal. They keep saying it's the dev's excuse for things in the game, and All right, all right. If they've changed something in the game, it's because it wasn't working as intended, or wasn't being used as intended. All right, because of course, freaking phase dodge got brought up in it for some reason, and I don't know, man. It just oh my god. Sometimes it just seems like people just can't get it through their head that okay, like all right, I get it. Phase dodge was really great for the might based DPS is out there to use for clipping. I get it. But at the same time, phase dodge, if you read the description of it, that's not what it was supposed to be used for. All right? The whole freaking description, nothing in that description says can be used to clip might based powers, for DPS. It doesn't say that at all. I mean, it's intended to as a damage mitigator, and the rest why it was not nerfed. It was given a cooldown, so it would be used as intended. Now I get there's some disparity between the precision based and the might based powers in this game. Trust me, going from barely being able to keep up with Celestial as a fire user when I'm DPSing to actually keeping up and beating Celestial out with Rage. Trust me, I know there's a disparity. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and whinge over it because, I can still, like I said, I was still keeping up with Celestial. I was still keeping up with the Celestial and Hard Lights as a fire user. And I'm Flight, so I couldn't use flipping phase dodge. It's just, I don't get it.
It's okay.
With some people.
It's okay.
The whole freaking, and I mean, the guy got on my bad side right off the bat because he called it PvP mechanics. Exactly. Right from the get-go.
Exactly.
Right from the get-go and all that. And I'm like, why is Trex making me read this?
Because it was funny.
And he's like, and then the best part, everybody, Trex tells me I can't respond until I've read all of it.
Exactly. Oh man, it was so fun. So
I had to stop reading it and go back into Assassin's Creed 4, and I sank probably 20 ships because of that.
Yep.
Their blood is on your hands, Trex.
Of course. I wash my hands daily, though. I got some great Dragon's Prophet Pure Hand Sanitizer that I got from SOE Live last year. I have a lot, so I never run out. But when I touch icky stuff at work, I use it all the time. And so I think I have enough supply to last me till SOE Live this year. And if they have more, I would be very grateful, because the stuff is good. Very good. So, now, one thread I want to bring up, because it's gotten a little popular a little bit. And, it's actually up to six pages, really. Actually, there was another one that I just wanted to mention because it was funny. And I can't find it because it's already on the second page. But there was a thread that said something like the title said, like, celestial constructs need to be nerfed or they need to be looked at. I don't know. The title said celestial constructs. I had to click it because I didn't know what they were talking about. Because I got confused. Because I don't remember celestial having constructs. And in the post, the person basically said, comparing it to the hard light, exactly how you talked about it in that CC thread, about how the hard light combos are, they can be block broken and interrupted, all that stuff, but celestial can't. Yeah. But and that's the gist I got from. Is like I read the whole thing. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 short little paragraphs, and I was like, wait a minute, is he talking about just the celestial combos? Those aren't constructs. But luckily, people in the thread actually fixed it for him, so I was like, I don't need to waste my breath then. Thank God other people were smart enough. Here's another celestial person in there that say, before my other celestial people come in, I just gotta say, we don't do constructs, we do combos. And so I felt good. I was like, you know what? The celestial player base came and helped him understand that they are celestial combos and not Exactly. Thank you, Decon. Should Celestial Constructs be interruptible, or should they nerf its damage? One, that's a really long title. We need to shorten these titles, guys. Is that you're asking the question which can be done in the body? Have they not? I could have sworn this was like an English class on how to post this stuff. It's like a topic paper. You have your subject up at the top where it says subject, and then you have your body explaining the subject. Do they not teach this in the English class anymore? I feel they don't teach this. But yeah, I guess I can confuse it. But okay. But since I have my fellow Rager, my fellow Rage Tank with me, and this post was actually created on Wednesday. It's AB. Instead of calling it ASBAT, we're going to go with the initials apparently, so I'm okay with this. So for Assault and Battery, I will not heal a Rage Tank. It cannot be completed without 100+ trollers. Now, when I read the title... hold on. Let me tell you my thought process. Let me tell you my thought process. When I read it as completed without 100 controllers. I'm like, you can only have 8 people in a raid. How do you have 100? And then I read the post, and I was like, oh... That's it. That's what's going on. He means 100+ CR. That laughed just as hard. What?
No, actually, he probably meant 100 controllers.
Hold on, Michael Grid just sent me a link to something. What is the biggest cause of wipes that you have noticed? Whether you are in a plug or league run, what you have noticed is that the group wiping. Doesn't gotta be T5 only either. My favorite cause of wipe is Oolong Island. You know the part I'm talking about. Crazy spinny robot guy. His crazy spin move tends to kill a bunch of people whenever I'm leveling my alts. I see it coming a mile away every time. So yeah. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to the rage thing, but I have to say I've died a lot from that guy. I hate him so much. And I see it too. It's like I've done it so much. I know what's gonna happen. I'm a tank. I'm backing out. They're like, "Where are you going?" Like, wait for it. There it is, right there. And they just die. And they're like, "What'd you let us die for?" I'm like, I didn't do anything. That's a fun little thread to go take a look at. But okay, back to my Rager. So now, as Rage tanks, I'm not sure how the DPS go, but of course DPS are power hungry anyway, so they really need it. But as a Rage tank, I feel I don't need a healer sometimes. I just feel like I just need a controller. As long as I have a controller...
It depends on the content.
I'll agree with that.
It depends on the content. It depends on the tank. That too.
I mean, I can tell you now, I have done the the Hank Henshaw ones. That's Mist Recovery. I have done Mist Recovery with a bad controller and no healer. And I say bad controller because I mean he yelled at me a lot. Well, I mean, I kept asking for power, and his power bar was full, and he didn't share, so he yelled at me. But I mean,
here's the thing. Here's the thing with rage tanking, and we actually had a discussion with this with a guy in my league who just recently went rage. He's a habitual freaking power switcher. So, but this is his first time ever tanking ever. And he went with rage, and he's not bad with it. I mean, he did his due diligence. He studied up on it. He looked into what's good, what's bad. What he should do, what he shouldn't do. What kind of a loadout he should have and everything. I mean, he did his due diligence and looked into it and studied it before he decided to go in there tanking. And and he did a few runs, I'm sure, on some easier content, easy content for what he was geared for, because he's got better tank gear than I do, for crying out loud. But I haven't reset A and B as much as he has. so I mean, we were ran a few raids last night, and so like first we were trying for an Epic Odyssey feed, which for some reason I don't know why we were having issues. I think our burn just wasn't there. But I mean, tanking that he was having absolutely no problems whatsoever. But there's no counter mechanics in that.
Correct.
I mean, Tyrant's the Warrior's not exactly throwing block breakers, in that one. So and he's just giggling the whole time how he's freaking eating the balls from Warrior like they're candy while he's got his rage up. And but like I said, yes, he did his due diligence. He looked into it, and but we went in to do A and B, and now he was having some issues with everybody's experienced it. They gotten the block is sticking. Your block gets stuck. So he was having some issues with that, and he kept crashing because of it. Now, at the same time, though, he wasn't really paying attention to the counter mechanics in that. And I was like, I posted a video on this. And actually, linked it to him this morning to show him. I was like, you can sit in there, and because of the counter mechanics, and I say combat mechanics, here we go again, it makes tanking a lot more fun. Because you don't just have to sit there and hold block.
Yep.
But I mean, he's just but he was under the impression that, he didn't need to block, he didn't need to, doing his other stuff because, he's, healing back all the damage he takes, so long as his rage is up. And while I agree with that, I mean, you still need to block. You still need to do counters on the bosses. Because if you don't, you're gonna get messed up. You're gonna get messed up. So knowing the counter mechanics is very, very essential to any tank, to be honest with you, especially rage up, because there is that window that you have where you're not going to have your rage up. So yeah, I mean, you got to know the mechanics. You've got to do the counters. If you can block break him, block break him. If he's doing something on that you can lunge him, and on top of that, hold block when he's going to lunge. Because, I mean, they do feints, and there's tells for him. So, yeah, I mean, but that's my thing about rage tanking. I mean, because you can feasibly buff your health up by continuously using your powers over and over, buff your health up to an exorbitant amount, to where you really don't need to worry about taking any damage. But the thing is, when you do take that damage, okay, the healer is not going to be able to top you off ever.
Very true.
Ever. And then when you buff your health up again, you're buffing yourself up off of the base of that health, of that half health that you may have. So, like, if you have 50k health, and then you take 25k damage, next time you buff yourself, you're only buffing off of half of that base.
Yeah, so, and reading that, I only read like a couple of posts from it because I can't read when I'm laughing really hard. I just can't. But I haven't really seen people. I mean, and the dude knows the stuff. He by reading the post, it sounded like he knows about rage tanking. But the problem that kills me is that he or no one brought the fact that your health goes up with every power you use. It's not only the enemies around you. Because my health will go, if I'm fighting one enemy and I only got that buff from that one enemy, but I'm also getting my health increased by each power I'm using for only a short amount of time, but it's still an amount of time that my health is still higher than what it is. So it's not only the enemies around you, it's also the number of times you use your powers that your health will be increased by the same amount as well. That's not really... Yeah, go ahead.
The way it works, and I'm looking at the power description right now here, is using superpowers increases your health by 2/3 of your dominance for each nearby enemy. So if there's one nearby, you're only increasing it by that 2/3. If there's two nearby, then you're increasing it by 4/3, which is 1 1/3, and so on and so forth. So I mean, you don't. While you're buffing your health up every time you use it, every time you use a power, and everything. You don't need to have more ads around you. That was something else that we were having a discussion about, because he's talking about, just keep the man. I'll just tank him over tank Sinestro and Hank
exactly
over by the window. That way the manhunters are there, and I can use them to buff my health up. No, I mean
that is the misconception that players are missing. That they feel by reading that they need to have all these enemies around them when they really don't.
No, you don't. You don't. I mean, yeah, your health gets buffed up a lot more because you've got 3 there instead of only 2. I'm sorry, 4 there instead of 2. But you're putting more worry and concern on the controllers there to stun those manhunters, because they've got to be like Johnny on the spot with it, in order to make sure that they're keeping them stunned or keeping them encased. Actually, Michael Grid, they fixed that. The objects thing, they fixed that. It's not that you can't get a buff off the objects anymore.
They did fix that. I do like Crazy JoJo's question here in chat. Can someone explain to me why Batman would need a robot custodian that just spreads all the crap all around the room? Look, Brainiac caused that mess. It wasn't like that before Brainiac, I'm sure. But at the same time...
Well, here's another thing, too. Go ahead.
I'm also going to have to say it's like, this proves that a robot custodian cannot replace Alfred. No robot can replace Alfred. It's not going to happen.
Another thing, too, is I think when they made that raid... they were still having fun with the physics in the game.
Yes.
And they were like, how can we bounce these guys around? Like,
how can we piss the players off? That's the question that they asked. How are we going to piss the players off doing a boss fight? Oh, let's bounce these guys around like a pinball machine. Let's do this. Hate that raid. Lead boots couldn't keep me on the ground. God. It's a whole tornado of suck in that raid. A whole tornado of suck.
I mean, I've run it a couple of times, in the past couple of months and all that, helping with feats and everything in my league. And I sit there and I laugh every time. Every time I just sit there and laugh. I mean, because you just ping, 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 ping. You're just bouncing off of everything. I was like, man, they were having fun with the physics for this one.
Yes.
It almost reminds me of, you've played the Forced Unleashed games, right?
Yes.
When you can pick them stormtroopers up and you can shake them around.
Yeah.
You ever grab one and just shake it?
Why not?
But just like, shake it around. and then you just whip them.
I mean, honestly, if you have that kind of power, why not? I mean, honestly, that would be the first thing I would do if I had force powers. Just force grab someone, let them in the air, choke them a little bit, just shake them up. Just shake them all about. And maybe do the hokey pokey with his dead body or something. I don't know. But I will agree, DCUO Legends needs to have Alfred. I don't want Green Arrow, I want Alfred. Alfred Pennyworth as a Legends character. Let that happen.
You can introduce them with Crypto.
There you go.
They can be part of the same DLC. The Sidekick DLC. There you go. Oh, there's a DLC we can develop at SOE Live.
There you go. We'll go ahead and get that prepped up, and then when the design devs come about, I'm like, hold on, guys, we got this.
Rise of the Sidekicks.
There you go.
Rise of the Sidekicks. You brushed out the Robins, the Speedies, the Red Arrows, the Harley Quinns. What's Lex's niece's name?
Whose?
Lex Luthor's niece.
He has a niece?
Yeah, remember from All-Star Superman?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
Somebody in the chat can help me with that. Somebody in the chat's going to be able to help me with that.
All they're going to do is go to Wikipedia.
Well, and that's fine. They can do that. Who else is there? What other sidekicks we got? I don't really count Nightwing as a sidekick anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Batgirl, though, could be brought in.
The whole Bat family is a sidekick.
It's like all of the Young Justice DLC. Superboy.
See, stop right now. Because now I'm a little verklempt.
I am
because I missed
this entire conversation right now.
I feel a little verklempt because I missed Young Justice right now.
Hashtag TM. This entire conversation we just had.
Thank you, Decon. Yeah, who came up with that name? Nostalgia?
Nostalgia?
Ugh. Dear Lord. I rather like Lex. So much better.
This Martian. Aqualad.
Yeah, there, see, AC came in with Aqualad.
5 stars.
Same page.
As soon as I said that, it popped up in the chat. GG, sir.
Like, perfect timing. So,
Kid Flash. Ooh-wee. I'm telling you, dude. TM. Copyright.
That'll be CR.
Pending.
So, but with rage tanking, as we're trying to go back to our topic.
Sorry.
Not sure even how we could. How I'm going to try and fix this.
I have no idea how we segue DLC talk about a sidekick DLC.
Jeez. Go rage. So now, and I will have to say, I actually went to Hive Moon Base because, believe it or not, I was missing one briefing to finish all the briefings. I was only missing one. It was in Hive Moon Base. I was really pissed that I haven't gotten this. So that scares the hell out of me that I never finished it until now. But I went in with my rage tank, and first off, the 3 players I was with, they were brand spanking new. How I know they were new? Because the healer was playing around with armories nonstop.
Constantly switching?
Yeah. Like, literally, constantly switching from healer to DPS. I'm like, where's the heals at? Because I'm still getting damage. Because I thought I had a dedicated healer. Then the controller was doing the same thing. I'm like, where's my power? And all of a sudden, he's back to DPS. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, what's going on right now? Just, let's do this. and they weren't understanding why they kept dying. Now, this is also Hive Moon Base Hard Alert. This isn't a little level up one. This is the Hard Alert. And the Hard Alert is still hard. They still hit really hard. Even as a rage tank, even with me, I was still having like, alright, just gotta live a little bit. That was a 60-minute run with everyone having over 8 deaths. Over 8 deaths. And I only had 1. I only had 1. Because everybody wiped on the boss, on the 3rd boss. When you're destroying all those B places and stuff, and you have to fight that captain with the other Hive members that are like those dive bombers that come in and knock you up and down and stuff. He was at like 75%, and everybody died. And I was by myself. I literally held my own all the way up to 50%, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm just going to wipe it, and we'll start back over. Because I literally kept getting pissed because those dive bombers kept knocking me down. I was really wasting my power breaking out, and so I had no power to try and do anything. But I still charged through it, but that's the only time I died. And the healer asked me, he's like, how do you keep living? How do we all keep dying and this guy's still alive? And I had to explain to him, I was like, well, one, I am way over geared for this alert. I am only here to grab one minuscule, crappy little thing. But I'm here. I was there to help them out, and because they needed some help and they needed guidance. Because this healer kept asking herself why she kept dying. And I had to explain to her, like, well, one, you're in gorilla form. You're in gorilla form, trying to heal, and you're in melee. You're doing stuff wrong. Just wrong. You need to be back. And she was like, well, there's no fun being in the back. I'm like, you know what? I cannot hate that logic. You do whatever you want, lady. You just go. just go through it. So I let her do her own thing where she kept dying. I explained to her why she kept dying. She understood it then. So I explained the boss mechanics. I did the cool thing of helping these players instead of just did my own thing. I was helpful. Can you believe it?
You?
Yeah. It's amazing. The watchdog was helpful. So we completed it, and I got my alert and everything, but I was literally going in there. I did not die. I had no problems even with the second boss that has all those ads. He was nothing to me. He was crap. And I had to actually defeat him, I think 30% all the way down. I was by myself as a tank trying to take him down. Luckily, I was doing some pretty damn good damage thanks to my my Galian Eruption. Thank the Lords. But man, it was rough to say the least. I'm surprised I made it through without losing my mind. But that right there proved to me that I should try doing solo stuff, and that's what I've been doing. With rage tanking, just like any other tanking, like any other role, you need to have a solid loadout. You have a solid loadout. I was really happy, thankfully, that I was overgeared. I could carry the team to victory. Because I've ran other stuff, actually like recent stuff, and I was actually higher than the DPS as a rage tank. And once again, I leave that up to my high precision and Galian Eruption. I love that little throw up AoE. So good. But
see, you tank with Galian Eruption, man?
I didn't at first because I used violence because I liked violence. Then I was like, I really want a throw up ability. I really want to throw up on people. And so as a test, as just me playing around and trying something out, I grabbed Galian Eruption. I used it. I learned it. I've worked with it, ran some stuff with it, and I was like, this is great. I have my throw up as a rage, and I love it. And also, it saves me because I miss time a lot, apparently, and I use my outrage too much to the point where I forget that I'm using my severe punishment as well, and stuff just kind of, I don't want to rage crash. So Galian Eruption luckily saves me because it's on the ground. I use my severe punishment about to end. My outrage is broken. Boom. Rage crash is reduced. And it's because of that I've really, really been thankful for it.
See, I like to use and I know it doesn't seem like one that's common for rage tanks to be using. I like to use Dreadful Blast to cancel out because, and this is my reason behind it. The
damage.
No, not the damage. Not the damage. Outrage, is the other cancel, right? That you can use.
Yeah.
And it's too tempting to combo that.
Yeah. It's very true.
It's too tempting to combo that, and I'd be afraid of getting countered.
There have been times where I have been interrupted by that because the enemy was blocking. I have been susceptible to that. But I just like to roar. I just like the emblem on the ground too. So it's people probably look at my loadout, and it's not the typical, I guess you would think, but it's like there's like the subtle things. It's like, well, what do you have outrage for? It's like, I thought it was like mainly a DPS thing. Like, well, it's like, oh, use it for your rage cancel. You know, that's like number 2 on the list. Well, what's your number 1, Trex? It has the rage symbol on the ground when I use it. That's why I used revenge. I used revenge nonstop in test server until I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use outrage. I'll be fine with this. But I do love rage tanking. I do love it. It is really good. But crap, there was one thing I was gonna mention. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I had someone actually say that they didn't like my my rage style loadout, my little style set that I posted on my channel.
Oh yeah.
Someone said that I look like a level 10.
Well, you play like one anyway, so I mean.
Exactly. I mean, I play like I look like I play. Exactly.
Dude, you know what? I was messing around with the new DPS style for my range DPS style.
Right.
And I came up with this new red that is just it's awesome. Just type in 34 for your red color on the color code scheme there, and just trust me on that. Next video I post with me rage DPS and with rage. You guys are gonna love it.
Yes, thank you, Rid. Yeah, that's right. I now have the Owen Tech mask.
You have the what?
I got the Owen Tech mask from
Kyle Rayner's mask.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was earlier this week, and I was doing Coast City because I was on my Quantum controller because I was taking notes to get prepared for a loadout video for it, and I was like, let me run Coast City because I just needed something really quick and easy, and I wanted all that stuff so I could CC a little better. And we did Kyle Rayner, and my inventory was full. Boop, looked into it. Purple mask. I was like, yes! Yeah, oh my God! Trex range is complete! And the whole group freaked out. My league was questioning my sanity. And I went to Twitter. I was so happy. Because now Trex Rage is complete. Wearing all that lantern stuff. I'm not wearing the root shoulders. I hate those shoulders. They're too big for me. I just don't like them. But Trex is very happy now. So happy.
Cool. Yeah, I surprised nobody sent that to you. You get everything else sent to you.
That you know.
Although I gotta say, I gotta give props to Weapon Mex here, who's been in the chat, listening and everything. Did send me a very nice gift in the mail. I want to give him a shout out for that. I really appreciated that. So, thank you, sir.
What did he send you?
Huh?
What did he send you?
He sent me some money and some neck sodas, which was cool.
Cool. Very nice.
Very cool of him. I appreciate it. I won't say how much because I don't want him getting chased after.
I was saying mail me some money. I was saying mail me some money, but I can't hold that much. There's no way I can hold that much. But, whew. I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about. Oh, Catmon with a question from chat. Hey, Trex, if you like lanterns so much, why don't you ever PvP with them? I'm trying to get better with Lex Luthor because I feel he's very strong and I like him. When I am PvPing and I do choose a lantern, I always choose Abensur. Out of respect for Abensur. So, I don't play with Sinestro. I don't play with Hal or any of the other ones. I go with Abensur to represent the red.
Not even Saint Walker?
I don't have Saint Walker or Atrocitus yet. I don't have them yet. I think I'm up to like maybe 71 Marks of Legends. I think this weekend, if I have time, I'm gonna probably just run through a lot of Legends characters and try and grab one of them. For the price of 2 simple material, can I get a shootout?
Shootout?
That's what Zick wanted. I mean,
a shootout between who? Between you and Trex or me and Trex?
I mean, that's what he asked for. He's like, for the price of 2 simple material, can I get a shootout? I'm not sure how to take that. Is it between us, or do I need to shoot Zick? I think I just need to shoot Zick. But I think I can go to jail for that. So I'm going to have to use it. I'll take a screenshot of this chat to use as evidence to say that he wanted it. And I did take payment. Hey Trex, if you like lanterns so much, why don't you marry them? I will marry them. I will marry the first Red Lantern Supergirl I see. As long as she's a natural blonde and cute. And has a great personality. And likes long walks on the beach. Well, have stipulations. But, oh my god. Red Daughter of Krypton for New 52. Oh, it's so good. So good. Supergirl is wearing the Red Lantern ring. She's a Red Lantern now. Ah. Nice. So excited. Oh, it's so good, too. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out. But after I read the flip book that has... that was a Green Lantern, Red Lantern double issue thing that introduced Supergirl into it, and then Supergirl's number issue 28 actually showed how she got the Red Lantern ring, and man, that was great. Just see, and I had to go straight to Twitter, and I have a buddy of mine who's actually at a comic book convention this weekend, and I had to message him. It's like, look, if you see a Red Lantern Supergirl, shoot her my information. Just as long as she's a natural blonde. Who would I marry? Red Lantern Supergirl or Red Lantern Power Girl? What? They're the same person. Different dimensions, though. Actually, alternate Earths.
Yeah. Same person, different measurements.
Oh, internet high five. Yes. Oh. I don't know. I just think Supergirl and Power Girl are they are different. Power Girl, I feel that she is very bright and probably very loving, but I feel Supergirl is she's a cuddler, and you know what? Trex likes to be cuddled. I'm gonna admit it. I like a good cuddle. Catmon, I gave you.
You need a woman to take you to heal, though.
What's that?
I think Power Girl would be better for you.
What is that?
You need a woman to take you to heal.
Wow. I mean, Catmon, I gave you the Blue Lantern oath at the last episode.
So do I.
Different Earth and older. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But you know what? Let's take some questions from chat. We'll end the show with taking questions from chat. Go ahead and shoot us questions or anything you guys got for us. I enjoy this. I miss this a little bit. But if you guys if you are interested, I have audio evidence, Catmon, sir. I have audio evidence that I did that Blue Lantern oath. I have it in video form and in audio.
Yeah, he did do it here on the show last week.
So yes.
We'll attest to that.
Because I even questioned it. That doesn't sound right.
It was very impromptu.
Yeah, it was very impromptu.
Ziggurat, what is your question?
Well, hold on. Spoxalot, I am 20... Oh, shit. I am 29 years old. I'm 29 years young. Superpatriot is 31.
Oh, God bless you, Trex.
You're welcome.
Who asked that question?
King Spoxalot. No, Ziggurat, that's not a dryer or anything in the... Shut this damn door. No, that's not a dryer in the background. No, it's not. Oh, that's right. Don't you have some... It's probably not FNL tour related, but don't you have a little bit of information you want to share?
Well, real quick to answer Michael Grid's question here, FNL tour, I believe, is going to be theme related next time.
Yeah, that's right. So, I remember that.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be theme related next time. I need to speak with Daddy-O, and that's more about that. As always, keep an eye out on the forums for the announcement, and on FNL when they announce for the signups. In regards to Olympus, though, I am actually going to be hosting another Olympus Games 3. I've already told some of the people in game and everything like that. It's a U.S. PlayStation event, 4v4 arenas, team deathmatch, in Temple of Isis again. They've been chomping at the bit at me, so we need another tourney, so I'm doing it. Break it down, I'm doing it. Rules and everything are still to be determined. Prizes have been arranged. I'm not going to announce them just yet because I want to make sure we got all of our ducks in a row. Nothing as exorbitant as the last two Olympus Games, however, but I will say I have reached out for some sort of sponsoring for it to get the prizes for first and second place. Whether or not it's going to happen on FNL or not, I'm not sure yet. Me and Meps were talking all that. There's some concern about overloading FNL with PvP right now, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, registration will be on Challenge. I'll have a link and I'll have a video up this weekend to talk more about it once I finalize some rules and everything. But registration will start on Challenge on March 3rd, and the tournament will take place sometime during the week of March 17th. How many days it may take depends on how many people we have participating. But if, like I said, it depends on how that goes, how many people we have participating. But I have not set a date for when it will start yet, though. So there you guys go.
There's also a question here from Gentleman Wolf about that. Are you going to be streaming it when you get it going?
I wish I could stream it. The thing is, I can't personally put myself into the matches to watch the matches. I really wish I could, because I got a taste of it on last week's FNL with the Olympus Legends tournament, and oh my god, it was so awesome. It was so awesome to be able to sit in there, and I got to watch a couple of matches, and one of the matches, oh my god, it was so clutch. It was so freaking clutch. Now I'm not talking about the guy who plays on PC. It was so freaking clutch of a match that I actually did get to record, though, and I'm going to post it up when I'm talking. I'll post that match up when I do my announcement for Olympus Legends, I think. But oh my god. Actually, no, I'm going to do that for a different video. I'm going to do that on my This Game Needs an Observation mode. No, I did not have GM Powers Michael Grid. That was all MEPS. I was just sitting there, watching the chat for people's matches and their results at the time. And next thing I know, I was like, fell out of the sky, and I was like invisible, and I was like in stealth mode. Then next thing I know, I got a loading screen, and oh hey, look, I'm in the Temple of Isis. Oh, I'm watching a match. It was really cool. It was really cool. But yeah, I'll post up. I'm definitely gonna post up that match because that match was just, oh my god, it was probably one of the best matches of the night. That I got in there on, and to talk about observation mode in the game, but I will be doing a video for the Olympus Games 3 to talk about it and where you guys can go to register and stuff. So it's on US PlayStation, so PS3, PS4 users in the US can play.
There was a question from, where is it? May have scrolled up actually too fast. Crap, where is it? Oh, it was from Catmon5 again. Trex and XP, what power would you like to see in the game? At this point, anything lantern based. I don't even care.
Blue Lantern?
Shut up. No, actually, if I had to choose a color, who would be my color?
Dude, if I had to choose a color right now and they said whatever color lantern you want in the game, you can have it. You can actually test. You can be the first one to have it.
I'm not going to be white.
Oh, screw that! I'd be white in a heartbeat.
God, falling into fads.
I would be white in a heartbeat.
Trying to think. I mean, I already got yellow, green, red. Trying to remember the other color. Oh my god, I'll be orange. I would so be orange.
There's only one orange lantern now.
Nah, nope. No, there's not.
Isn't Lars? I thought Lars Flees was the only one.
So, if you don't, there's Larfleeze has his own comic book. I think it's up to like maybe 7 issues now. The comic book is written by 2 great guys, but they are very long-winded. Very long-winded. But if you're into that, then you'll like it. But if not, then it's just gonna get really, really, really bad. I mean, one of my buddy Showtime, who I do the Notacast with, he's a Lantern fan as well. He doesn't like Larfleeze. I love Larfleeze just because it's really funny. But apparently Larfleeze, when he summons he summons a couple of those constructs. If you see him in the comic book, and with they're actually like beings. You see them. Apparently, those are other Orange Lanterns that Larfleeze killed and took into his ring. In his comic book, this celestial being from another universe or whatever comes in and frees them from his ring and beat the living snot out of him. So, in fact, the Orange Lantern Corps is a thing, and it's not just Larfleeze. It just so happens, yeah. So I can see. I may have to throw it at Yins in case he doesn't know. I'm sure he knows because he's a DC fan. But it's like, hey, Orange Lanterns, we can be a power. It'll just be a giant. It'll be a giant hand that just grabs you and brings you closer. Exactly, Darkseid. They're the souls of enemies he's killed. He is a really dark individual for a dog or a thing. I don't know what he is. But yes, I would be an Orange Lantern. I would create a new lantern. Or a new character. I wouldn't power change to orange. I love my rage. Absolutely love it. Let's see. Trying to think. Trying to see if there's any other questions I missed because I was just scrolling so fast. Yeah, Zikarok, the Vinci TC guys. I don't know what TC stands for. I don't know what that means. But apparently the Revengeance are going to be doing some guides. That'll be great. Dear Lord, Grid, you're just going to be a whole problem, aren't you? With your... I want Grid to tweet that. That would be great. That's too funny not to tweet.
What lantern would you like for healer? I think the blue lantern is going to be coming in as a healer class. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. War of the Light 3. War of the Light 3.
Blue Lanterns being a healer, I would concur. I would definitely concur. Blue, I would total crap. Oh, TC means total crap. That's a great way to talk about your gods. I can actually see one of their guides. It'll actually be for Assault and Battery, and the whole time it's just Super Toad with a casserole recipe. Total crap guide. But yeah, Blue Lanterns being a healer, I can see it. Indigo Tribe. Ooh. Why is Indigo so hard to choose? Because they're just so damn neutral. Well, I would think Indigo would be a controller. I could see that.
See, here's my thing, though. I mean, we talked about this before. I see Blue coming in for heroes as a healer class, and I see the Star Sapphires coming in as the villain healer class.
I can go with that. I mean, if they do something like that, I would be understandable. I could see that. I wouldn't honestly want to see the White Lantern as a healer. I would not.
I don't see them bringing in the black or the red or the white lanterns as powers, because those. I mean, they would have to be underpowered considering their actual.
Now hold on.
As lanterns.
I will agree with Psycho T with the freaking speculations. Damn you! I would agree with the Black Lanterns being a tank power and using dead minions as like as a pet thing, as a pet mechanic. I could see that, but at the same time they can't fix Earth. So why would we introduce a new power with a new tanking power with pets? Why would we do that? Woohoo! That's even better. Oh, I'm sorry. Dex did something cool.
By the way, folks, only because I think there's something really awesome happening next week in the game, I just use all my loyalty points to buy up some replay badges. I don't know. I just have a feeling, man. I mean, they're doing that live stream they're doing that, work in progress thing on Monday. I think we're going to get a special announcement.
Is that what you think it's going to be?
I think we're getting a special announcement on Monday.
Okay. Can't wait to see it. It's actually not. That would be nice. I would agree. Now, Job. I'm hoping it says Job. Anyone have a good guide for where styles drop currently? Oh my God! I tell you what, there's not.
Yes.
What do you mean there is?
There is.
Where?
1 second.
Oh wait, you're gonna link them MMORPG?
No.
What you got? What haven't you told me?
I mean, what haven't I told you? This has been in the links of my comments on my videos for like 3 years.
But it's not updated that well, or much, is it? Did someone try to take it over?
It's not currently up to date, but it's fairly up to date.
Yeah, that's true.
And they have certain lair items that folks know of. I mean that's all that site right there is that's community based. So it's up to the community to send it in. And then, of course, it's up to the admin the guy who runs the site to update it.
Yeah. Which I'm not sure if he's still doing the project or not either. That's what I'm worried about. But they've changed the loot structure with everything so much. I mean, it's saturated a little bit. Because where you think... Yeah. And at the same time, they also changed it where the Rapture style. The Rapture style used to drop in, wasn't it in Inner Sanctum? Wasn't that one it?
Rapture drops for healers in the tier 2 raids.
In the tier 2 raids.
Okay.
But they changed that now.
Yeah. It still does. No, it still does.
Oh, because I'm almost full Rapture.
Like in the, I want to say in the tier 2 challenges though, it drops for. No, in the tier 3 challenges, it drops for controllers
and DPS.
No, the Rapture style drops for DPS in the tier 5 duos.
Was it in tier? Okay. See, yes. See, there's the thing. It's like you have all these styles all over the place, and just like Superpatriot said with that site, it relies a lot on heavy traffic from the players to report it in, and then the admin to okay it.
The Rapture.
Yeah, Rapture.
Yeah. Rapture Tech is the DPS set that drops in tier 2, and I don't think that drops anywhere else. Because it's DPS, so anybody can equip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darkside, confirmed that for me. Tier 3 alerts for challenge. Tier 3 alerts for controllers? I thought it was in the challenges.
I see. That's what kills me because I can never figure it out. It's so. I mean, these things drop everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, last question here, coming from Catmon5. Trex and SP, would you like to have a 12-man raid in the game? No, it will not happen. It cannot work because PS3.
Yeah. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. But yeah, PS3.
Now, and let me say this. I love my PlayStation 3 players. I am a PlayStation 3 player. Okay, I am a off and on PlayStation 3 player. Okay, fine. I'm a vacational. I'm a timeshare PS3 player. Is that what you want to hear? I'm a timeshare player? Fine. I'm a timeshare PlayStation 3 player, folks.
You can't share anything on the PS3 because you can't trade with anybody.
Shut up. I am that crap, fine. I am that cousin you only see every family reunion PlayStation 3 player. Is that a good one?
He's a special event PS3 player.
We can go with that then. That was apparently a lot easier than how I was talking about it. But now let me tell you guys about my history of raiding. I love raiding. Not the pugging aspect really, because it's mainly just the fear of failing and getting yelled at, and I don't like confrontation that well, especially when it's something negative like that. Because I'm playing a video game. I don't want to be angry playing a video game. I just don't. But
this is my philosophy. This is my philosophy of pugging. I don't do it because I have a league.
Well, most of my league isn't on when I'm on. But at the same time, I do have the Revengeancers that are like my sister, my second league. So I can just type into Superpatriot or someone, they'll get me in. Because they love me. You know you do. But with my rating, I come from World of Warcraft. That was my first MMO, and it's still in my heart, even though I do need to play it more. I came from a 40-man raid. I was with 39 other people for an hour and some change doing a raid. And the only reason we took an hour is because we really enjoyed each other's time and we could never focus on what we were doing. But we still had fun. It went from 40-man raids and it dropped it down to 25 and 10-man raids. That's how the raids are for that game now. It's 25-man or 10-man raid. I come to this game, it's an 8-man raid. I was like, okay, this was cool, I guess. And so with this 8-man, I've had to also understand why they did 8-man. PlayStation 3. I'll even stretch it this way. I blame 8-player raids because of consoles. This was before PlayStation 4.
This guy.
I'm sorry. The consoles are, limited. Limited. But it's also how the game developers created this game. They want 8-man raids. They didn't want 10, 25, 38. I mean, for God's sakes, trying to get 39 other people into one raid with you, whew, man. You're talking about thankful I had a huge league. It's crazy. But 8-player raids I'm really happy with. If who actually says something about like 3 8-player raids, I think it scrolled up a little bit. Because I did see it. Someone mentioned it. I can't see it now. Oh well. There it is, yeah. It would be cool to have open world bosses that need like 3 8-man teams to beat it. That would be kind of cool. But just like with cross-faction stuff, you have to wait for those other players, and it gets hectic. It gets really hectic. It wastes a lot of time as well. But I think that's it for questions. That was a good 30 minutes of fun. Guys don't really get to have that kind of one-on-one with us, and I'm really happy. How many lockboxes do you have saved up?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Let me go check. Oh, here's something. Here we go. Maybe we can start a little issue about this, or a little series about this. But Patriots pet peeves. All right.
Do you want a segment?
I want to know why when you put in a support ticket for items lost in the mail. Okay, I had to do this recently.
Yeah, I know why.
A buddy of mine sent me, a guy in the league sent me a crap ton of mats. All right, he wanted like 10 dominant healths made. So he just started spamming me freaking mails, right? Well, some of those mats got lost in the mail. I only got enough exobytes to make 8 of the mods for him that he needed. So he put in a ticket for lost items in the mail. Well, when you do that, they have the person who the mail was sent to put in a ticket as well, referencing the original ticket's, ticket number, all right? So when they go to investigate it, when the GMs go to investigate, okay, they check on the originator's tune and all that. They make sure that, the stuff was sent, make sure it's not still in their inventory, yada, 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 all right? Well, then they have to get on to the receiver's, the second person's account to make sure they didn't get it, make sure, check the mail registry, yada, 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 and all that, make sure that, the items weren't actually taken, weren't received, and all that stuff. I want to know why, in the process of doing all that, the GMs have to stick their grubby hands into my bank and inventory and just shovel shit all over the place.
Oh.
You know me, all right? I harp on you about your inventory. My inventory is freaking immaculate, all right? I know where everything's at because it's all in a certain spot where it's supposed to be, all right? So when I go to freaking I get back onto my tune after the GM, sent me a tell, asked me nicely if I could log off, so he could, close the ticket, research, do his investigating, close the ticket out, that. It's very nice about it and everything. I logged off. I come back 15 minutes later, like he said. I come back 15 minutes later, and I'm not even thinking about it, because, I'm talking to the guy in game. He's like, I was like, did you get your mats back? He's like, no. And I'm like, he's like, did you get them? I was like, I don't think so, but I hadn't checked my inventory. Well, I'm out in open world, and there was some villains raiding the Bohemia PD, and I was, using up sodas like mad because, I wasn't grouped. So I go to restack my sodas, and I open up my inventory, and oh my God. Oh my God. It was like somebody, those little freaking, No, it was like somebody freaking, fired up a goddamn, fishing boat
A
motor
GD.
and
He
just
dropped a
tossed it into my
GD.
freaking. No, I'm sorry. It pissed me off, man, because it took me like 15 minutes to reorganize everything. And it wasn't just my inventory, it was my bank, too. What the hell do you have to go through my bank for like that? And why do you have to shuffle everything around? It was. Oh, my God. 10 minutes of my time in game just reorganizing my bank and my inventory. I was not happy. I was not happy. And then, of course, I took it all on the other guy. And I kept the extra materials he sent me.
Do you feel that they should have a search warrant?
Well, I mean, obviously, they have the right to get on our tunes whenever they want to investigate stuff and everything like that, which I have no issue with. Just, you got to touch everything for, man? I mean, you're like a little kid in a freaking candy shop.
I just need to know, did you tell Meps this story?
No, I haven't told Meps this. It just happened.
Please, for the love of God, you tell him we're in the same Skype chat. For the love of God, tell him I want to laugh so hard with whatever he says.
No, screw that. No, I'm not going to be, I am not the clown that is here to amuse you. All right?
Please, I need that. It would be so great to see what he says. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just.
I have right now on my main. I have 21 lock boxes saved up.
21, jeez. Michael Grid, we're not sure if the green auras will show up with people saving these lock boxes, but as Superpatriot told me last week, why not? Why not try? What's it gonna hurt?
Why not? I mean, I've got 21 potential green auras sitting in my bank right now.
It's true.
With more to come over the weekend. So,
everybody wants to know if they found drugs in your inventory.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing that kills me. All right. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, I've been called a pack rat, all right, by one of my other league mates, because of the stuff that I have in my inventory and my bank and everything. But I mean, I've gotten rid of a lot of it. A lot of the stuff that I've been hoarding. Like I had like a crap ton of party packs and stuff like that I did not need anymore. I just freaking deleted them. I finally deleted them all and everything. But I mean, I do have some things in here that I want to keep. I got my anniversary fireworks. I got my chocolate anniversary cake, trinket in here. I have, believe it or not, the original, the very first, not a repeated drop collected. I have my very first raid weapon still.
I see no problem with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little, and I don't even know why I kept it, to be honest with you. I still have it. It takes up one little spot in my freaking bank, and people call me a pack rat for it. Now, however, there are some things that I am saving up for later use, like these vial of teardrops, trash drops that you get in Wastelands. I am saving those up to send to people that I beat in arenas. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, Brittany and American Hero got into it one day about because American Hero, my buddy American Hero, American Hero has got a bit of an ego on him, and he lets it run wild sometimes. And he was, just like going on and on and on about how his league was the best hero league, best PvP league in the game, and everything. And so Brittany took some issue with that. And what happened? All right, American Hero posted up a video of him fighting another league, and they did not do that well. They beat him, but they didn't do that well against him. And all Brittany did, and myself included, was point out. I was like, this was not that great of a match. I was like, you guys did not really do that well against these guys. Well, American Hero took offense to what Brittany said for some reason. And so they were going back and forth about it. And so that ended up in Brittany's Villain League going up against American Hero's Hero League in arenas. And she just, her league just smacked the crap out of them. Like 1,000-0'd them. Completely shut them out. And so at the end of when the match was over, because she live streamed it, and I was Brittany, if you're listening, and all that, Brittany sounded so mad at the end of the match, and she'd won, right? She was like, as Trex would say, Asian mad.
Whoa! Whoa! Now you're putting Asian words in my mouth. I don't know what's going on here.
So you're the one who came up with Asian stubborn.
Because it was funny. And it's still a hashtag thing. If you just don't put Asian in front of every word.
But so at the after the match was over, all right, she goes to her email, okay, and sends an email to American Hero consisting of 1 vial of tears and a Health 5 expert plan with the message, return these when full.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, that is freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm saving up some vials of tears in my inventory. I mean, that's probably the only thing you could say I'm hoarding right now. But
that's awesome.
I did send her a message the other day. I asked her if it was poor sportsmanship to send the wheelchair layer items to somebody you just beat in arenas.
That's so bad. So bad. You're that's horrible. Just horrible. So
I wonder if the guys from FAMI sent Clutch and Slob those at the end.
Would that be bad sportsmanship? I don't know. Sportsmanlike conduct. Wow. Now I want to do that for every person I play now. If I beat someone in a PvP match, I'm gonna have to do that now.
It's like do that every time you beat somebody, man. You need to send vial of tears.
Where do they drop?
Wastelands.
Drop in Wastelands. Okay. It's like, hey, yep. I'm Trex. You may not know me, but if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll understand why you need these tears. Because you got beat by me.
Videos, you'll see how bad I am, and I beat you. Fill this up.
So, you can doing the shameless plug stuff. You can of course find us over at on Facebook and the Twitter at DCO Source Podcast. Look up DCO SourceCast and you'll find us. Give us a like or give us a follow to stay up on all of our stuff. I'm going to try be a little bit more active with it and do a little bit more retweets and all that stuff. I'll try my best. Superpatriot, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me at youtube.com/thedaddy'shouse. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/thedaddy'shouse there. And you can also find me on the Twitter at the Daddy's House there. I also have a live stream channel here on Twitch. It's also called the Daddy's House. Just click on my name here in the chat if you're in the chat, and you can give me a follow there. And who knows, maybe I might live stream something someday. Maybe later tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll see what's going on. Trex, where can we find you? I almost always...
You always forget. You always.
I've been slipping on that last couple of episodes, and I apologize, sir. Where can we find you at, though, Trex?
You can, of course, find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Trexlight. I have a couple of Rage videos there, more videos to come. I got some recording I got to do this weekend, which I'm really excited about. You can also find me on the Facebook, facebook.com/Trexlight, and especially on the Twitter, because I definitely am a Twitter whore. You can find me on Twitter at ThisIsTrex. You can, of course, find me here on my Twitch channel. Be sure to give me a follow. Be awesome of you to do that, so you understand, so you know when I'm going live. And you can also find all the episodes for DCO SourceCast and other projects that I do on my website at Trexlight.com. You'll also find the DCUO Ultimate Skill Planner there pretty soon. I am prepping to get that thing launched. I have done everything humanly possible I can right now, and I'm just
get it out before they release another power.
You telling me? There are a couple of known bugs. I'm releasing it with these bugs, but I'll work on getting these bugs squished as fast as possible. Even with Game Update 34, with the sorcery updates coming out, I'm working to get that updated as fast as I can as well. So the Ultimate Skill Planner will be coming out soon. I don't have a date yet, but I do have the page open for it. It's a test page, so there's like nothing there. But I will be releasing it pretty, hopefully within the month. A month's time, I should say. Hopefully. Still trying to work some stuff out. So, apparently, instead of just hearing Joker's thing from the vault, people want to hear me do lantern oaths, apparently.
Do it. Do the indigo oath.
My link is broken, son of a bitch.
Do the indigo oath.
What? It links to. Oh,
no, I'm
okay.
That would take. Wait, that one I know would need some prep time. Do the.
Thank you. Well, first off, thank you, Dave. I will get that. I'll get that fixed. Actually, right? Do I have? Yeah, I'll go fix that right now.
We did the lantern oath last week, Catman. Do the. You've done the red. Do the. Let's do Starfire. Star Sapphires. Yeah, let me say it first.
You understand I'm a guy, right? You understand this?
There's guys that do that. There's guys in that core too, aren't there?
There's only one, and he's the White Lantern. You know what?
So that counts.
You know what? Because I'm a little interested, I'm going to do the Indigo Tribe.
Wow, I was trolling, sir.
I have it right here in front of me. Oh man, I am going to try this. I'm going to try.
I just threw it in there.
I know. I see it.
Just threw it in the chat.
All right, so this gets settled. My chair can stop squeaking. All right, because the orange one is really fast. Because the orange one actually does have an oath, and it's not just mine. So here is the orange lantern oath, real fast. What's mine is mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, and mine, not yours! There's the orange lantern. That's literally what it is. Colin Sinestro, whatever. No one likes the Star Sapphires. That's actually where I'm at right now, Grid. Okay, so I'm trying to get my mind set on how to do what voice I should be able to use. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, by the way, Spill, this is all auditioning. This is all audition footage. I will take the flight to Austin for this gig. Okay. Now this is gonna be all sorts of weird. Indigo Tribe. Torla Roxan, Ba Nakamor, Natroma Fan, Tornakwa Or, Tor Lantern Kur Lo Aben Sir, Tan Lick Lick Knock for Morrow Sir. And I kind of blended in with my normal voice, but that's all I can do. Now do a Donald Trump impression. Oh my god, it sounds amazing. Sorry, this is now turned into the this is now turned into like the Oath show. So, oh man, Donald Trump. I haven't done that voice in forever. Trying to channel it. You fool it. Okay. What's mine is mine. And mine, and mine, and mine. And mine, not yours. You're fired. It's been so long since I've done that voice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Orange Lantern Oath because I'm greedy. Stop laughing. It's not funny. I was on The Apprentice. All right, so I'm going to do the Black Lantern Oath next week. I will do, to end this, I will actually do the Star Sapphires Oath. Because I love you guys. And I like to put myself on the spot. Because I like to put myself on the spot, I will do the Star Sapphire Oath. And I'm not going to do it as a guy.
There we go.
Yeah, right? So, here we go. See if I can do this. For hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in blackest night, accept our ring and join our fight. Love conquers all with violet light. My voice isn't high enough because my throat's dry.
I think me and you we should have a Black Lantern Corps oath off next week.
So you think you can do the oath better than me?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have an oath off next week.
An oath off. Yes.
Yeah.
I am so down for that. That's on the books. There's nothing wrong with a little female. Oh my God, Golden Key, you need to calm down. Buckstar's done. Oh, I cannot wait.
Drop the mic. We're out.
Yep. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Last podcast, we're canceled. All the feminists are going to get all up in my grill. Thank you all so much for watching. For Superpatriot, this is Trex. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channels.